Time is what we want most, but what we use worst. This is a quote by William Penn, and it's so true, especially in today's society where we are constantly being distracted by social media, emails, talkative coworkers, office noise, and as a result, our attention is being drawn away from things that matter to us, things that are important, like our goals and our relationships. Hi, by the way, this is Nina, and welcome to Nina's Niche, the place where you learn strategies to help you create a better life. Now, if you want to get the most from your time, avoid distractions, and be productive, not just do busy, unproductive work, then this is the video for you. You see, when Facebook became popular, I remember being distracted by it constantly. I would say, let me check Facebook for 5 minutes, and 5 minutes would turn into 40 minutes or more. But I remember, and I was doing this so frequently, but there was this one moment where my son, who was 3 years old at the time, made this Lego tower, and he says, "Mommy, look what I made." And I look up and I said, "Oh, great." And I go back to Facebook. And for that moment, I became mindful that my attention was being drawn away from the most important person in my life, the most important relationship of my life. And I also realized that I was being distracted at work also. So I decided to take matters into my own hands. So the first thing I did, and I still do, is I scheduled the whole week. I schedule each day. I know what I need to accomplish and what I want to accomplish. And the things that I need to accomplish are usually urgent and important, and they're due immediately. And things that I want to accomplish are not urgent, but they're important, either to me or my family or my friends. And a certain time management technique or method that I use is called time blocking, which basically I divide each day into blocks of times. So for example, from 8 to 9 is the time that I check my emails and do follow-ups and check social media. From 10 to 11, I make important phone calls. From 12 to 1, I may take lunch, and so forth. So the whole day is divided into blocks of times. But the biggest realization I had back then was that the reason why I was distracted so much was because distraction was my escape from reality. It was an unhealthy way of dealing with unpleasant feelings. So anytime I was bored, I would check Facebook, or if I was anxious or stressed, I would find some other distractions. As much as I would like to blame the technology and external things in my environment for my distraction, it was really the internal cues, the unpleasant feelings. So if you find yourself overspending, overeating, or easily distracted, I would recommend to check in with how you're feeling, especially be mindful of unpleasant feelings like boredom, sadness, loneliness, anxiety, and so forth. But in conclusion, remember this, that your time is limited and irretrievable. You don't believe me? Let's just say you're 30 years old and you live up to 80 years old, which is the average life expectancy in the United States. You have about 427,000 hours left to live. But unfortunately, you have to cut that number in half because you're going to eat and sleep and exercise and clean. If you're 40, that number is less. If you're 50, you get the idea. I don't mean to be dramatic, but your time is precious, is the most precious resource you have. Your creativity, your goals, your relationship need your attention and your focus. Make your time count. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day. See you next time.